All right, we are here with
Preston topping.
You've won 2 locals now?
Yeah, 2 in a row.
It's good enough. You're a resident, Jaden here. All right, so why are you playing Heroes?
I'm playing Heroes because it is Jaden. I love GX. Heroes are my favorite. They've been my favorite since I was a kid. Pretty much what kept me in the game.
And
it's a great deck when nobody
got the sleeves,
the hot Jaden sleeves. All right, sir. Let's dig on into this.
Cool. 40 main, 15 extra inside. Started off, I played 3 Stratos. He is the most versatile card in the deck. I mean, damn near the game. Anybody who plays 2 or 3 who ratios it lower, it doesn't. I don't really like it. And the grind, when you summon him, the spells and trap effect really comes up. He's just such a versatile card, and you just always want to summon him. That's all.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, he adds your pieces. So next up, I play 2 Shadow Mist. It's fairly standard. Now I play 2 Liquid Soldiers. A lot of people only play 1 of them, but like I said, there's a conception where people are like, if you don't OTK with this deck, you're bad. That's not true. A lot of times you want to conserve your resources, play your resources, because I don't want to play a game where it's if you have it with Nibiru. I mean, you don't give up games for that. So I play 2 of these. Reason being, he's an amazing card to fuse with, obviously, and then his follow-up play to normal summon in the graveyard. Honestly, when your graveyard's set up, he's probably the best normal summon back in your deck. You can recur Shadow Mist, recur Stratos to pop a card. He gets rid of a lot of problem cards. He's very good.
Okay, so he's an extender for the second card.
Absolutely. Okay. Now the second card I play is Solid Soldier. A lot of people say the same thing too with Solid Soldier. He's a terrible normal summon. You get imperm, you pass the duel, you pass the turn, which is, I mean, logically speaking, if this gets imperm and you pass, Stratos gets impermed, you pass. It's the same thing. He's an amazing card. Now that you do the Vion play with the polymerization, and you can when you fuse him, you can either recur back your Shadow Mist, which is great. So that way you can draw the 2 off of this still in the combo.
Yeah.
Or you can bring back Stratos and then blow up back row going second. You can search an extender card. It's very good. It gives your Stratos. This with Stratos, it gives you another way to make Strato to summon back Stratos to get a search going first. He's very good. I don't know why people cut him. Play the 1 Autumnus Neos. Just utility, just to add it back. I don't really resolve it too much, but I mean, he is an awesome card.
It's an honest.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's for the whole duration of the turn too, which is good. Play the Vision Hero, the standard Vision Hero package, the 3, 2, and 2. Now, actually there was a theory where I was playing only 2 of these fairs. Reason being is he's good off of the combo, through the combo, but I don't know if it was right or wrong. These do come up very well, and it is nice to hard draw them. So I'll probably just keep the 3 in my deck. Now I play 3 Malicious.
You mean 3 bricks?
Yeah, I play. They're on stream. One of the games I was featured. The first game I was featured. I opened up 2 of him, Plasma and Dark Calling, and it was awful. But he's not awful. He's amazing. A lot of times I when I go first, I won't even resolve his effects very much. I just use cross creator to use him to dump a card, to add a card, and kind of reserve my resources. Now I play to line up Celestial and Plasma. Now, a lot of people say Celestial is not as good. They're cutting it out for Dynatag. But a lot of times when you go first and you do actually summon the Dystopia, which is probably it's not as often as you'd like. He is really good because a lot of people the theory behind him cutting him entirely is that liquid draws you and adds your cards to your hand. But you just resolve. I mean, you just set your Miracle Fusion and you resolve him, and then you resolve liquid, and now you're right back in the game. Plasma's good. Plasma, honestly, I didn't summon him today, and I summoned him last locals. He's just honestly, he's really another name for Fusion Destiny, but he's got cool utility. I don't really like giving up 3 resources to summon him, but sometimes you can't really do too much going first.
Yeah.
So I play Dusted Gold, who is a million $1 million. Shout out to my girlfriend. She bought me 2 packs, and she pulled this last week. But you do need him. I mean, you really do need him. He's amazing utility, and he's free. I put 2 Ash Blossoms. So the problem with this board is it loses to wipes. So playing the hand traps are nice to have as a follow, just to be able to play back into your turn. Play 3 Fusion Destiny. It really is an amazing card.
Just use it as an extender more so than a starter.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of times I'll bait research, throw it in there. But if your hand is terrible, it is a 1-card play that gets you Dystopia into Cross Crusader into something to your hand. So it's a really good card. It's a bomb, pretty much, is what it is. Now I play 2 Miracle Fusions. A lot of people play 1 Miracle Fusion, and that goes back to the whole, well, if you don't OTK in a turn, you're bad kind of thing. If you don't see Twin Twister, if you don't see like Red Reboot, you're not OTKing against back row decks anyways. So I mean, you're bad. This right here it's an amazing grinding card. A lot of times when I go first, I'll end on this, and maybe a Cross Crusader or Decimator, depending on what's in my hand, you know. And this right here almost gains you more resources in your grave in your hand as than when you started the turn, which is good. Like, this protects him, so you don't really worry about Neos. I'll oftentimes add a Death of Gold and have the Dark Calling in my hand with a Miracle Fusion, and then the following turn I'll use the Miracle Fusion as a follow-up play to draw again with Liquid, and then summon the Ab-Zero. But that's my theory with this. A lot of times, like, being able to grind with your Sunrise is good. And another thing, when I play double Miracle Fusion and double Liquid, the thing is, it doesn't matter really what you add to your main deck. It's not really going to help the ceiling of the hero deck. So adding these, if anything, they're decent to side out when you're playing against other combo decks or something like that. You don't feel like you're going to grind. But the deck is bad. Worst matchup probably is the grind outside of Nibiru. So I like to play cards that really help the grind. And feel free to side deck 1 out if you like. Now I only play 2 Mass Change. Every list I ever see plays 3. Now that you play 2 Liquids, you play the 2 Solid Soldiers, you play all these cards to recur back your Shadow Mist, it's not as a necessity. You won't necessarily, like, I feel like before the Legendary Pack, you had to open these to get to them, to get to the Dark Law. But now it's not as much, and when the same theories where people say Miracle Fusion is bad, you can in theory say this is also bad. It's not a starter card, it just helps extend plays. So I just use it as a, I mean, it's awesome off of Ab-Zero. I like to go into Wonder Driver a lot because they recur so many resources. So this at 2 it's fine. Play 1 Polymerization. Honestly, I would put this to 2 before I put Mass Change to 3. 1 Dark Calling. I play 2 E-Call and 1 Reinforcement of the Army. E-Call could be at 3 also, just because of how awesome it is to open up with the Solid Soldier and Stratos play. I play a Hero's Live. I play Hero's Live, and then to round it off, I play 2 Imperms. Imperm's amazing. I was playing Call by the Grave, but Call by the Grave really doesn't do too much for the deck. A lot of hand traps right now that you lose to are you can't Call by the Grave the Imperm, so that kind of cuts out some of the meta hand traps. You can play through Ash Blossom, you can play through Valor, but you really can't play through Nibiru, and that's the only hand trap you care about. So that's why I took the Call by the Grave out. That is 40 main, and onto my side deck, my extra deck, I'm sorry, I play double Dark Law. I mean, yeah, he's more or less, honestly, he's really good, just solely because it's the best thing you can end on turn 1. It's not the most broken thing you can end on ever in the meta, but it is the best thing you can end on, so I do play it. Now I play 2 Sunrise. Sunrise is like, it's really good because the fact that it modifies attack for so you don't waste so many resources going to Dread Decimator. He modifies the attack for the Dystopia. He makes it harder. He puts the pressure on. A lot of times you can just go Battle Phase or something like that to go over him. That's a way to out it, but they can't out it now because Sunriser will blow up the card. He recurs your resources. Like, you polymerize. Generally, you like the polymerization Solid Soldier Soldier in liquid, make the Sunriser, and you get to summon your back your Shadow Mist, to search the Dark Law. You get to draw the 2 cards and discard a brick. You get, and then like with Wonder Driver on the Stratos, the Cross Crusader off the Stratos, you can make the Wonder Driver and then recur back your polymerization. It's amazing. He is amazing. Now I play the combo right here. I play Ab-Zero and Acid. I didn't go into it today, but I mean it's definitely you kind of have the space and utility. I did go into him a lot. He's amazing too when you follow up with your liquid to get the additional draws. You summon him, and then off the Malleus, I said I don't like to use the Malleus first turn. You summon him back to Mally, and then you can wipe their board with him. You wipe the board off of him, and then summon the Cross Crusader, and then you're back to playing first again. Just have to survive that first turn. Play Deanne. Really just the nervousness I have about everyone saying you lose the Imperm off the Solid Soldier and you have the room for it. I mean, he didn't come up very often, but he is pretty good. Play Trinity. Honestly, nowadays he used to be the best card. He's probably the 15th card in my extra deck. I don't even remember he's in my extra deck half the time. Play the Shining. The Shining's also he's kind of the cherry on top of playing 2 Miracle Fusions. He when you recur your resources and you're quote unquote grinding against the trap decks and all the guys where you don't want to put all your resources into one thing, and having the second Miracle Fusion, the first one summons your Sunriser, and then your second one summons the Shining. The Sunriser is light, and so is Wonder Driver. So when you do that low resource play, the Shining will give it back, and then you can recur your resources. Now I played the Dystopia. I play Malicious Bane. Malicious Bane is better than Dystopia. Malicious Bane is God. And then my Link monsters.
What do you want?
He's amazing. I would play 2. I like to do the first one and then go back into the follow-up play. And Wonder Driver is amazing too. A lot of times I won't even summon him because I'll do this, and then with the Stratos I'll make this, and then when I make Sunriser, I'll be able to search, special summon back, set back the poly, and then make the Link 3 off of Dreadmaster Spider. That's my extra deck. Then my side deck is missing a couple oversleeves. I have 3 twins. The back row, three Nibiru. It's
a good card.
Yeah, honestly, it's what scares me of playing my deck. And now that a lot of those grindier control decks are neutered, he gets even more impactful. 3 Lancia.
Orcus.
Yeah, really against Orcus. Now I play 3 Droll, which is probably one of the more hotter cards in the early format right now. It's super good against my deck. And it's super good against Spirals. I mean, it was good against Spirals back then. It's even better now. I play 1 DD Crow. Honestly, because it's ultimate rare and I only have 1. And I play the 1 Pericatops and the 1 Red Reboot.
Any final comments, Preston?
Dude, I love Heroes, and honestly, like a lot of people when you're playing it, don't try to put all your resources on the board in turn 1, because then you do lose out the Nibiru, and you're saying, oh, Heroes suck because they have Nibiru. Nibiru's a card. Nah, Heroes suck because of bad players playing.
All right, thank you. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.